General functions of language. Language as a system of conventional spoken, manual signed or written symbols by means which human beings as a member of a social group and participants in its culture expresses themselves. Many definitions of language have been proposed, but the primary purpose of language is to facilitate communication in the sense of transmission of information from one person to another. So, for the general functions of language, we tend to make sense of dealing in interpersonal function. When used as a general concept, language may refer to the cognitive ability to learn and use systems of complex communication, or to describe the sets of rules that makes up these systems or the sets of utterance to that can be produced by those rules. We use the language to enact our personal and social relationships, the interpersonal function. The interpersonal function makes us realize at two levels, namely at the level of the discourse, semantics, and the lexicogrammar, which is termed mood. In this function, it unders the level of speech function which language is used to interact and use it to express their interpersonal meanings. The second level is used to the moods, which is a choice between an imperative and indicative function. In these interactions will form our dialogues and understanding the interpersonal function. For the informative language function, that is essential for the communication of information, also affirms ordinized prepositions or as in a science or the statement of a fact. Aside from the fact, this function is used to describe the world of the reasons about it. Like for example, in a state of affairs has occurred or not or what might have led into it. These sentences have a truth value. That is, the sentence are either true or false. Recognizing or of course that we might not know what the truth value is. Hence, it is important for making logic. For performative language function, usually used in political discourse, somehow works from the various examples of hate speech and other types of public discourse in which power is enacted, and also makes people describe as true and make it true as concept of language, gains in what the science portray the language. In short, performative depends on the authority of the speaker and are inherently reflexive in nature. For expressive language function, thus reporting feeling or attitudes of the writer or speaker, such that subjects or evokes feelings in the reader or the listener. The poetry and the literature are the best examples of which two main aspects of these functions are generally noted. First, evoking certain feelings, and second is expressing feelings. But much of, perhaps most of, ordinary language discourse are the examples of an expressive language function, which expressions of feelings, emotions, or attitudes are in. Even so, the logic of fictional statement is an interesting of an inquiry. Thank you.